A fresh round of Ukraine-Russia peace talks will begin shortly in Turkey. The negotiations come amidst extraordinary claims that Russian oligarch Roman Abramovich was poisoned during earlier talks. Our Europe correspondent John Paul Gonzo has more.
As Russian delegates arrived in Turkey for a sixth round of peace talks, the focus was on the past, with extraordinary reports emerging to Ukrainian officials and Russian oligarch and Chelsea Football Club owner Roman Abramovich were poisoned during discussions earlier this month in Kyiv. It's claimed the trio suffered irritated eyes and peeling skin. All have now recovered. Ukraine hasn't confirmed the reports, while a US official said the symptoms were likely caused by an environmental factor. As fighting rages across the country, the United Nations is again appealing for an immediate ceasefire.
A cessation of hostilities will allow essential humanitarian aid to be delivered and enable civilians to move around safely.
Nowhere is that needed more than Mariupol, the epicentre of a humanitarian catastrophe. Ukraine is now demanding a complete evacuation of the city. Around 160,000 residents remain trapped.
There is no drinking water, there is no medicine. A lot of people are just, I think, starving to death in their apartments right now with no help.
Ukraine's armed forces continue to seize back control from Russia. Irpin, near the capital Kyiv, has been liberated. We understand there will be more attacks on our city, the mayor said. We will defend it courageously. Also on the defensive, Joe Biden, the US president, has doubled down on his controversial comments that Vladimir Putin cannot remain in power.
Number one, I'm not walking anything back. I was expressing the moral outrage I felt toward the way Putin is dealing in the actions of this man. Just brutality. Half the children in Ukraine. I just come from being with those families.
A steady stream of Ukrainians continue to cross the border into Poland. Foreigners like 20-year-old Fergal are assisting the aid effort.
It was my mother and father stuck in a similar situation. God forbid now, but if they were, I'd appreciate somebody come from a different country to help out.
The Irish national helped build this camp. Other volunteers are organising food and shelter. While this tent is Fergal's home, refugees have somewhere safe and warm.
This building used to be a shopping centre. Now it is crisis accommodation full of refugees who have nowhere else to go.
Sometimes you cry twice or three times a day. Yeah, any of the boys here, they can go, oh, I'm roughy tufty. Nah. That you see here is terrible.
And John Paul is in Poland near the Ukrainian border. JP, tell us what's the latest with these peace talks?
Lockie, the Ukrainian delegation has now touched down in Istanbul for what is the first face-to-face talks in more than 2 weeks. Negotiators have been told not to eat, drink or touch any surfaces in the wake of those reports that delegates were poisoned in previous discussions. Ukraine's biggest priority is securing a ceasefire. It's difficult to see how that can be agreed upon today. What's more likely, hopefully, is the introduction of additional humanitarian corridors, hopefully in the besieged city of Mariupol. Aid needs to get into that city and residents need to have a safe way out. President Zelensky, in his latest video address, says Russian forces continue to be driven away from the capital, Kyiv, but fighting continues in other parts of the country. He has pleaded with the West to impose stricter sanctions on Russia as this conflict continues. Lockie?
The whole world is watching these talks. JP from Poland, thank you very much.